Praise is what I do when I want to be close to you. I lift my hands in praise. For your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio, I am CJ. For your quick news and notes, a month after brawling with David Hayes in a post-fight news conference, Derek Chisora on Thursday appealed the decision to strip him of his British boxing license. Baylor women's basketball coach Kim Mulkey has been diagnosed with Bell palsy, university officials announced on Thursday. Indiana named longtime Bowling Green coach Kurt Miller to coach his women's basketball team on Wednesday as they fired Felicia Leggett-Jack, who was fired on March 12th, less than a year after getting a 2-year contract extension. North Carolina will be losing 3 of its starters as sophomore point guard Kendall Marshall, sophomore wingman Harrison Barnes, and junior power forward John Henson all have declared for the NBA draft. Louisville coach Rick Pitino might win his second national championship on Monday, but he would not be inducted that day into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, according to a source. Illinois introduced John Groce as his new coach on Thursday, bringing him in to replace the fired Bruce Weber. Pat Kelsey was hired to take over the Winthrop Eagles on Thursday as he replaces Randy Peel, who was let go earlier this month after the team's second straight losing season. Judge John Cleland delayed the start of the trial for former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky child sex abuse case on Thursday by 3 weeks to early June to, quote, to accommodate various logistical contingencies that have arisen, close quote. Georgia All-American safety Bakari Rambo has been suspended for 4 games for failing a drug test, his high school coach said Thursday. The University of Montana fired football coach Robin Pflugrad and athletic director Jim O'Day on Thursday, adding more uncertainty to a program already dealing with sexual assault allegations against 2 players. The Montreal Canadiens fired general manager Pierre Gauthier after a dismal season Thursday and split with former Montreal great Bob Gainey. Boston Bruins defenseman Dennis Settenberg won't play Thursday when the team hosts the Washington Capitals at TD Garden because of a leg laceration due to the leg becoming infected. The San Jose Sharks have signed Western Michigan defenseman Matt Tennyson to an entry-level contract. The joint venture between the ownership group led by Magic Johnson and soon-to-be former Los Angeles Dodgers owner Frank McCourt will not allow McCourt to reap any profits from parking revenue, according to 3 sources with knowledge of the situation. And McCourt will only see future profit from the land only if it is developed in the future. The cap Bobby Thompson wore for his famed shot heard around the world is being put up for auction, and SCP Auction said Wednesday it will take bids from April 30th until May 19th. Phoenix Suns point guard Steve Nash, one of the top free agents this summer and leading assist guy in the NBA with over 11 assists per game, stated on the Dan Patrick Show that, quote, I'm not coming back to the Suns if there isn't improvement, close quote. And asked if LeBron James asked him to join up in Miami for one last push, Nash responded that he would listen. Los Angeles Lakers coach Mike Brown said he has no problem with Lakers center Andrew Bynum on Thursday, despite benching him for most of the second half on Tuesday after taking an ill-advised three-pointer. Billionaire Paul Allen is emphatically refuting reports that he is entertaining offers for the Portland Trail Blazers. Former Washington Redskins quarterback Donovan McNabb stated that if the Redskins select reigning Heisman Trophy winner Robert Griffin III, it will be a mistake, and said, quote, a lot of times ego gets too involved when it comes to being in Washington, close quote. A possible top 5 draft pick, the physical 227-pound Trenton Richardson of Alabama, ran the 40-yard dash in the 4.45, 4.49 range, bench pressed 225 pounds 25 times, and really impressed the Cleveland Browns during his pro day, who are in need of a running back. The captain of the Cincinnati Bengals cheerleading squad has been charged by a Northern Kentucky grand jury with first-degree sexual abuse involving a student when she was a high school teacher. And finally, Judge P. Kevin Castile of the Southern District of New York issued a temporary restraining order Wednesday night in favor of Nike that stops Reebok from selling or manufacturing any Tim Tebow related products, and a preliminary injunction hearing will take place on April 4th in New York City. This sports segment was sponsored by Naturally Relax Massage, where you can relax, release, and relieve naturally in the greater Houston area. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and YouTube at CJ Sports, and tune in next time for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a positive, productive, blessed day. And I leave you with namaste as the divine in me salutes and honors the divine in you. And in closing, until justice is served, I am Trayvon Martin.